All right, y'all. So in this video, I'm gonna show you a new curling technique that took my styling to the next level. Hey y'all, thank you so much for tuning into yet another hair tutorial. It's your girl Easy Breezy and I'm back with another hair sponsor. Thank you so much, Ali Pearl from AliExpress.com. They sent me this 26-inch straight lace front unit. Now the lace is a 13x6, so it goes back a little bit further than standard wigs. So that gives you more versatility when it comes to your parting and your styling. Now, the wig that you're looking at right now has already been plucked and bleached by me. Now, of course, their wigs do come pre-customized, but it's only like halfway, right? So you do have to do your own plucking and your own bleaching just to make it, up to your standard because, we like that scalpy scalp, you know what I'm saying? All right, so right now I'm just getting right into the style so I can show you guys what changed my curling and styling technique forever, okay? Like for real. So right now I have my Flyaway Tamer wax stick from galaxygirlhair.com and I just applied that on the top of the wig so that when I hit it with my hot comb, it makes it nice and flat and takes away all the flyaways. What's actually funny is a long time ago, like I don't even know, like 6-7 years ago, I was at my salon and I was trying to flatten out a closure for one of my homegirls. And I took the closure and I put it in between the flat iron and I just pressed it right on the part. And the flat iron completely melted the lace and like the closure like split in half. And I looked at her and she looked at me and she was like, "Oh my gosh, Zakia!" And that moment scarred me so much that I was afraid to put heat on lace. Now, given back then, like back in the day, I'm pretty sure closures were like of a lesser quality. But that actually prevented me from getting used to the hot comb and using it on wigs for so many years after that because, y'all, I was scarred. But I didn't realize that, using the hot comb on the wigs, especially before you install them, gives it just a key component to how flat it lays, how natural it lays, and just it really takes your styling to a whole new level. And it's definitely safe to say that I was laying this hot comb all over this lace, okay? And it did not melt at all. So just throwing that out there. All right, so when I apply my Flyaway Tamer, because it's a wax, I do want to keep that away from the lace. Now, that's pretty easy. Just try to get it on the hair and yeah, because I don't want that wax to interfere with the glue, like actually sticking on your client or your model when you're trying to install it. When you're working with lace glue, water-based products like my lace tint foam can always be dried into the lace. But if you're working with oil-based products, then you're gonna have to actually wash that off if it's preventing the lace from sticking to the glue. All right, now I'm taking my hot comb and separating the baby hairs. Now, this step isn't necessarily necessary to do prior to an install because you're gonna end up doing this anyway, but I feel like having the baby hairs presented on a wig that you're trying to sell online makes it a lot more attractive to potential buyers. But now that I think about it, I will say that if you're scared to put the hot comb near your face because you're scared of burning yourself, then yeah, you may have to do this before you do the install. All right, time for the meat of this video. So now I'm doing the curls, and you know how normally the curls that sit right next to the face, we normally curl backwards. Today, I'm actually doing these curls going forward. Now, I know some of y'all are like, I've been doing that. But it's different for me because I've been curling these two pieces backwards like my entire career. So the reason why I'm curling these forward instead of backwards is because normally when I curl these two pieces backwards, it still creates a nice layered effect, but the hair doesn't actually lay in the face. Normally I have to pin it up and spray it a lot, but when you curl it forward, it naturally lays on the forehead better. All right, now here's the weird part. This second curl is actually gonna go backwards, not forwards. So the reason I'm doing this is because I do not want all these curls going the same way. I don't want the curls to look like they're going in the same direction because I want a lot more movement and just different patterns in it. So every single curl, I'm gonna go forward, backwards, forward, backwards. Now, y'all, the funny thing about this is I've seen stylists curl downwards. I've seen stylists, direct curls in different ways, but I've never actually seen vertical curls go forwards and backwards. Like, this was totally new for me. And I'm like, I don't even know where I got this idea from, but I just wanted to do something completely different. And for some reason, it just made sense in my mind. All right, so for the next couple minutes, I'm gonna go ahead and finish curling the back of the hair, and then we're gonna start sculpting. All right, so all my curls are done, and now I have my Got to Be holding spray, and I'm gonna spray these curls down, okay? Because when I'm styling it and sculpting the curls, I still want it to be a loose, soft look, but I need them curls to stay in place. All right, so on all my other wigs that I've styled and added to my website, I didn't really do anything to the baby hair but cut them. But today I want to try something different and see how they lay on the wig. Now, I know that they would have laid a lot better if I didn't have the lace on there because the lace was kind of making them pop up. But it's good enough for a picture. Yeah, the lace on the wig wasn't sitting completely like flat, so the baby hairs was popping up and it was kind of hard to get them to stay in place. This has nothing to do with the wig or the hair itself, it just has to do with the lace. Listen, it's the widow's peak for me. Okay. So now that all the curls are done, the baby hairs are laying, I'm gonna go ahead and put this wig on the mannequin, and I'm gonna show you a trick that I do to make it seem like that wig is really laying on the mannequin. All right, so basically I have a needle and a thread, and I'm just gonna tie a knot to the front corner of the lace, take the needle behind the neck and tie it to the other front corner of the lace and tighten it so that the lace kind of just lays, like it looks like a whole install. All right, y'all, this lace is form fitting, okay? So now let's take out these pin curls and cut some layers in the front. Now, a very important part of this hairstyle is making sure these layers are absolutely even, okay? Because we need these layers falling the exact same on both sides. So I'm just gonna measure it on each side and make sure I just cut them the same length. I am loving these curls. They're looking nice and luscious, and they're still nice and loose and soft. That's the difference between spraying the hair with the holding spray before you curl it versus after. I intentionally did not spray it before I curled it because I knew I wanted a soft style. And I know that eventually I'm gonna install this wig on someone else, so I don't want the hair, clogged up with a bunch of product for no reason. All right. So this is the part that adds all the character and personality to this style, right? So right at the top of the hairline, I sprayed some holding spray, and now I'm kind of molding it with the back of the hot comb so it sits up, and this creates a whole lot of body and I just love this whole technique. Now, this little technique in particular, I learned from a hairstylist that used to work in the same building as me. Her name is Hair Art by Dominique. Y'all, check her Instagram out. She is the queen of voluminous hair that just looks like it's just soft and it moves, and I just love her style so much. So she was definitely in mind when I was doing these humps. Well, not humps, but waves in the front of the hairline. All right, so I want to do some highlights, right? Y'all see how the curls are going in every single direction. They're not just going in one direction. So it adds a lot of just dimension to this hairstyle, and I am loving it. I love the curls in the front, how they're actually falling in the face and they're not just going backwards. Like, amazing. Like, imagine if we did this hairstyle on like 4 or 5 bundles. Like, it will look so big and voluminous. So the fact that we got this look on a wig, a machine wefted wig, like, amazing. All right, y'all. I know y'all are dying to know where I got this wig from. This is from Ali Pearl. So once again, I want to thank them for sponsoring my channel with this amazing wig. And if y'all want this exact unit, I'm going to put all the information in the description below. If you're not subscribed to my channel already, make sure you go ahead and do that. Turn on your notifications, and I'll see y'all later.